The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
It takes planning. And Limestone Pension has helped small businesses across America do just that for over 35 years. Limestone has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces in that time. And you can learn more by visiting limestonepension.net. Of course, Delaware Hockey Night is brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. We will take a brief pause here on Delaware Hockey Night. When we come back, Tyler Gallo will have the call of the Penn State Ice Lions and the Delaware Blue Hens in this ACHA Men's Division II matchup. You're watching Delaware Hockey Night, and it is all brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers.
Outside, but all the action is inside here at the Fred Russ Ice Arena as we are back for some more hockey action tonight as the University of Delaware Division II team takes on the Penn State Ice Lions. And a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be, and welcome to Newark. Tyler Gallo here with you on DE Hockey Night as we get ready for some action. So the University of Delaware has had some issues. We will talk about that in just a second as we turn it over to our PA announcer, James Witherite.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome once again to Fred Russ Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. The American Collegiate Hockey Association presents this evening's men's Division II matchup between the visiting Penn State University Ice Lions and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet this evening's starting lineups. For the visiting Penn State University Ice Lions, coached by Chris Cunningham. Starting in goal, number 31, Josh Ferry. On defense, number 6, Nate Schumann. And number 23, Wade Ashford. At left wing, number 10, Gavin Long. At right wing, number 29, Ryan Chu. And at center, number 11, Ryan Long. And now the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 33, Joey Hooper. On defense, number 4, Adrian Rodriguez. And number 32, Mike Naughton. At left wing, number 10, Austin Vecchio. At center, number 9, Jake Guerin. And starting at right wing, Delaware's own, number 27, Graham Klein. Your Blue Hens are coached by Vince Stalkowski and Bob Stroik. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Rob O'Brien and Rich Lachal, and linesmen Sam Chauvin and Rob Savastano. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much for that, James, and we're ready for some hockey action now. As I touched on before, Delaware has had some trouble putting the puck in the net of late. After the first 2 games where they put in 3 goals each game, they have not scored more than 2. They're looking to outdo that against a team that's going to be quick. I played under Chris Cunningham in college. He's a team that he's a guy that emphasizes conditioning and makes sure that his players are all moving quick out there. It's going to be a tough task for the Hens, but I know Vince Falkowski's squad is up for it. We're ready to go. As the opening faceoff is brought to you by First State Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, clinics, events, and growing summer program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Opening faceoff is set to go. We're ready here as the puck is set to be dropped. It's going to be Jake Quinn, and he loses the draw. It's going to be across now to Penn State. They're going to bring it across the line as it goes all the way down. No icing there. And beating him to it is Will Jowett behind the net. Turned around in front, a wraparound try off the side of the net, and it goes into the corner. Jowett dishes it back to the point. That's going to be Saunders Penn across. And here we're moving once again. Penn State, a team 4-0-0 coming into it. It's going to be a tough task, like I said, for the Blue Hens as Nauman tries to get it out of the zone, or Rodriguez, excuse me. And here's an offensive chance for the Hens. Gavin Long in there, a shot stopped and turned aside by Penn State as the puck clears the zone, and it'll have to be back and taken into the zone once more as it's going to be offside, and we have a stoppage in play. So an interesting opening period now for the Hens, trying to get some offensive chances as they get a line change. Will Jowett's going to be in the face-off circle, as I mistakenly mentioned before. He wins it but directs it into the corner, and it's taken away now by Tommy Taverner. Taverner rips it around, flipped out of the zone, and it's going to go back off the wall and go all the way down. Defensive pairing out there for Delaware. It's going to be Pat Flaherty alongside Dylan Green. Dylan Green, a skilled defenseman out there, the captain of this squad, hoping to lead his squad to their first victory of the season. Jowett once again on the draw. He's going to do battle with Alec Connolly, and he will lose the draw, but it's taken away by Penn State. Moving across the line is Brendan Meyer, the leading scorer for the Ice Lions. He tries to feed a pass to the center, but can't get to it. Retrieved by the Ice Lions, though, in the corner. Some good defensive plays and some battling along the near boards as Jowett flips it up and off the boards, but it's kept in once again. Zach Good trying to control it, but could not. It's a battle back and forth for this puck, as neither side has gotten a clean chance on goal yet. We'll see how that unfolds as this game goes forward. Back to the point now. Good. He's going to look for a shot. Instead, feathers a pass across to Connolly. Connolly back to Good. He shoots, rattles around in front, tipped into the goaltender, and stopped by Joey Hooper. He'll cover as we head to the faceoff. Some line changes now. The Patrick Swain line's going to get out there. Swain, one of the alternate captains for this squad. He'll be on the wing, as on the faceoff is Denver Lundstrom. Lundstrom won it across. It's taken out by Sean Lipinski. Lipinski tries to get out of the zone, went off of the stick of a Hen player, and it comes back in. Matt Crane along the near boards plays it out. A nice little chip shot off the boards. But Penn State controls once more. Puck's bouncing around out there. Matt Crane missed a pass, and some defensive play is strong. When I played alongside Matt Crane, a very stout defenseman along the blue line. Out of the zone as we head at neutral ice, as we have for most of the game, and it flips now behind the goal mouth. Chased down there by Nick Lawson, but he couldn't get to it. Big hit there in the offensive zone by Johnny Tomaitis. Tomaitis, the penalty minutes leader for Delaware, went in there and attacked strongly as the puck goes behind the goaltender Hooper. Low in the zone. Penn State had it. A couple players lost their sticks on the far side, and the puck is still behind the net. Justin Strobel kicks it back to the point. It's a shot that goes way wide from Nathaniel Schumann, and it missed. Flipped out of the zone. It's going to be kicked forward. No chance for Delaware to take it. A collision in their offensive zone, but it's turned back away by Penn State. In the feet of Luke Raimundo, Oginski tried to get it out wearing a different number than he normally wears tonight. He is donning number 2. Brought in the zone. Some nice moves there by Jake Quinn, but he couldn't control it. And Nauman will try to put it back in. Penn State with some controlling in the ice, and it's going to go out of play and over the bench as we get ready for another face-off. So that line that started the game is going to start this one out. On the draw is Jake Quinn. They'll win it across. Graham Klein couldn't get there. Fed back to the point, past the stick of Rodriguez, and all the way down to be controlled by Hooper. Hooper directs it towards Nauman. Rodriguez off the boards, chips it down, and gets past the defenseman. Here's a chance for Delaware, but the Penn State goaltender, Josh Ferry, gets it, and we have, looks like a penalty. This player crashed into the net. It's going to be a tripping penalty. So Blue Hens head to the penalty kill for the first time, and on the Delaware trash cleaning penalty kill, Delaware trash can cleaning comes right to your driveway and kills over 99% of the harmful bacteria and germs that accumulate in your trash and recycling bins with high-pressure hot water jets, sanitizing and disinfecting your bins. Penn State will be killing. It was a collision in front of the net, so Delaware on the power play. On the draws, Graham Klein wins it back. Rodriguez along the near side. Controls, and waits. Feeds it to Matt Crane. Crane back to Rodriguez. The shot tipped wide off of the stick of Patrick Swain. A clear pass gets off the stick of Rodriguez. And beating him to it is Alec Riggle. Riggle pins it along the boards. Rodriguez is there with him. Nauman tries to help out by shoving behind the net, and Matt Crane will begin the offensive attack now. 3 defensemen on this offensive penalty kill here. As Crane directs it back to Rodriguez. So good to the box there. So Nauman begins it forward. Nauman with a burst of speed. Chips it past the defenseman. Moves it down low. He feeds it. Nauman plays it back to the point. Rodriguez is there to retrieve it. He gets a shot off that was tipped wide, redirected by Nauman. No one there. Swain back to Crane. Crane couldn't get to it. And here's Rodriguez controlling once more. Delaware's had the offensive zone time, but they just haven't been able to get any shots off, any clean shots, as it's brought forward. This is Joe Wogish. Wogish with a burst of speed. Feeds around a defenseman. Behind the net. Jowett along the point. Back to Wogish. He gets it back to the point once again. Dylan Green with a shot saved there by Ferry. The rebound was not controlled, and it's clicked out of the zone by Penn State. Dylan Green, the captain, controls in his own zone. Moves it back forward. He's hounded there by Alec Connolly. And it's directed back behind the goal mouth again. Turns around as Austin Vecchio trying to move it out. Carried forward by Wogish once again. Jowett on the far side near the Penn State bench. Pass across, shot, and if stick failed him, fanned on it. No chance there to score. Jake Quinn controls again. He gets it back to Green. Green fires, and the shot was redirected wide off of a player in front. Jowett trying again, and we are even. As a good kill there from Penn State. Wogish behind the net. Now Penn State has it. Flips it out. Pinching on it is the defenseman, Pat Flaherty. No play to be made there. Penn State backhands it into the zone as Hooper directs it towards his defenseman. Vecchio. Home run pass forward, and it's moved ahead by Johnny Tomaitis. Tomaitis couldn't get past the defenseman. Penn State flips it out. Here's Ryan Chu. Tried to direct it towards Zach Good, who took the penalty. And the negative end of that penalty, Good crashed into the net and then was called for a penalty. So a rough shift for him. As Ethan Sharp puts it down below the crease. Tomaitis tried to get it but could not. Huge hit there in the offensive zone by Delaware. And offsides is called. As there was almost a nice play for Ryan Chu, but it was offsides. And we have another stoppage in play. Delaware Hockey Night is presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. That's 302-565-6132. Delaware's back on it, turned around and moved forward. Patrick Swain line out there once again is the defensive pairing. Matt Crane's pairing out there again. Some variety in these line decisions here from head coach Vince Falkowski. As Penn State tries to move it forward. 4-0-0 coming into this game. Here's a shot there by Liam Egan, and it's directed aside by Hooper. First real high danger, you could say, chance for the Penn State Ice Lions, but nothing doing. Skated out by Tavi Taverner. He's hit hard there in the offensive zone by Nick Lawson. Excuse me, in the neutral zone by Nick Lawson. And Delaware will resume their attack. Jason Liu, forward. Denver Lundstrom tries to put it in, but he could not. Chased down there by Wogish, and now Penn State moves it. Nice little move there by the Penn State forward, but again, this puck keeps bouncing around. Pass and Allman in the offensive zone. Here's Penn State, directed back by Avellino. He looks for a pass in front. Ashford was there, but couldn't control. Now Wogish will begin the offensive attack for Delaware. He passes it forward. Flipped in there for Saunders Penn, but he couldn't get to it. He collides low. A big collision down low in the zone, and Penn State emerges with the puck. Brought forward by Justin Strobel. He'll flip it in. Nauman collects, moves it past, but it's taken away there by Steven Avellino. Off the boards, Delaware skates it forward. Jake Quinn tries to get out of the zone, was looking for Austin Vecchio, but he could not contain the puck. Delaware has it in their offensive zone. It's Rodriguez. Paired with Nauman along the blue line. He sticks it into the netting, and we will have a stoppage in play. Face-off won back by Penn State. Chasing it down is Christian Short. Short moves it forward. Clock has not been running for these last couple of seconds. Pass in front for Penn State, but nobody's there, and it'll go all the way down. Once again collected here is Evan McDonald. McDonald, nice move there by Christian Short, and here's a chance for the Ice Lions. Brought in by Long. Long couldn't get the shot off. That's Gavin Long. He gets it back to the point. Hit in front of the bench. Austin Vecchio went flying into his own. And the puck is trying to be skated out here by Delaware. Behind the net, Penn State has it. A pass in front. Redirected. Here's another shot. Blocked there, and it's going to be skated out by Vecchio. Vecchio, a long dump in, gets it off the boards, the near boards, and controlled behind the net by Penn State. Down low, Tomaitis had it, lost it, back to the point. Here's Matt Crane, a long shot, tipped wide and high. Tomaitis was there, but couldn't get it. And some issues here with the clock as get ready for action again. Scorekeeper fell asleep. Line out there for Delaware. Ethan Sharp's line with Johnny Tomaitis, who takes the draw. It's one back by Delaware, but Penn State has it instead. Here's Brendan Meyer. Flips it in, and no chance. Down low, it was controlled by Ryan Chu. Trying to dig it out as Meyer. A couple of blue hens are there. Matt Crane controls now and moves it out. Played alongside Crane in high school at Salesianum. Alongside him, Ethan Sharp and Michael Nauman. We're all on that banner over under the scoreboard. One of those banners for winning the Flyers Cup. Penn State has control. Moves it behind the net. Flipped out there by Tommy Taverner. Hoping to get to it was Lipinski, but it eludes his grasp. And he's flanked by his contemporary, number 28, Henry Sallow. Nick Lawson tried to make a move there at the blue line, but could not. Penn State counteracting most of the Blue Hens' attacks in this period. Fed forward. Here's Oginski. He'll just dump it in. Penn State hits it off the ref. Comes in front. It's a pass across, and the puck is scrambled for in front, and it's going to be a stoppage in play. So an opportune bounce for Delaware, but nothing doing on the play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Delaware in their offensive zone has a big draw coming up. Lundstrom on the draw. It was controlled by Delaware. He puts it back to the point, but someone was there for Penn State. That's Alec Riggle. Biggest chance Delaware has had. Again, they've been starved for goals of late. They scored 6 goals in their first 2 games. I believe they've scored 6 combined since that first game, or first 2 games against Ohio and Cincinnati. It's been a tough couple games for this team, but they're looking to bounce back tonight against a team they can hang with, and they've been doing so here in the first period. Swain trying to get to it, a big hit at the point. A little late there, but it happens. Nauman has it, gets it to Swain. Played with Patrick Swain for many years in travel. As the puck is frozen along the side of the net. Crashing into it was Rodriguez as it comes off. And they try to clear but cannot. A knuckle puck of a shot from the point there, but nothing doing for Penn State. Controlled behind the net by Liam Egan. He does a backhand pass in front, feathered to the point. A long shot tipped in front and saved by Hooper. Shot there from Tristan Oliva, and Delaware stands tall. On the draw is Jowett. He wins it back, and it's in the corner for Pat Flaherty, who gets it back out to Jowett, and it's right back to him. Jowett with a head of steam moving forward. He's got one man to beat. He fans on the shot, and Penn State will turn it back and move across the center line. Nice play there at the blue line by Dylan Green. Defensively strong as Delaware controls again. Skated forward by Joe Wogish, intercepted by Penn State. 2-on-1 chance, and a nice play there by defenseman Will Jowett, or center Will Jowett. The shot goes into the crease and off the wall, and Penn State was turned aside. Low behind the blue line, or behind the goal line, excuse me. Ripped out towards the point, and Penn State will have to go back and contain. Pass from Evan McDonald, missed Raimundo, and here's a chance for Penn State off of the blocker of Hooper and wide. There's a shot from the point again, directed to the corner. As Delaware tries to get it out, that's Graham Klein with the puck. Gets it out of the zone, collision at the blue line. And again, they'll try again. Crane gets it to Klein. He lost it and turns it aside. Penn State, and here's an offensive chance for him. Hauled down in front, and it's in! A goal! Penn State scores! They are on the board first. A broken play, it looked like. It was going to be a penalty. And it looks like that's going to be a goal for Ryan Chu, as he's got the ice on him, and he fell forward and directed it into the goal. What an interesting play that was. As we take a look at it again, it was going to be a tripping call, and he just backhanded it in. That's a nice play. And on the board first is Penn State. It's 1-0. So a tough break for Delaware, who had all the momentum a little bit on offense, and then just like that, Penn State gets on the board. It looks like Delaware will also be going to the penalty kill. This is by rule, you still have to serve the penalty in the ACHA no matter what happens on the goal. So heading to the box is Austin Vecchio for a tripping penalty. As he hauled him down. And Delaware will head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Delaware trash can cleaning comes right to your driveway and kills over 99% of the harmful bacteria and germs that accumulate in your trash and recycling bins with high-pressure hot water jets, sanitizing and disinfecting your bins and keeping your home and family healthy. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. So Delaware on the kill now as it's contained in the Penn State zone, and they'll move it forward. Penn State leads 1-0 here with just over 6 minutes remaining. Drop back. And now Delaware skates it out. Good clear there by Johnny Tomaitis on the kill. Tomaitis controls behind the net. He's got a chance to kill some time off this clock, but he's harangued there by Ryan Long. And they'll skate it out. So looks like they got Swain and Tomaitis on the kill. Nauman on defense alongside Rodriguez. Back to the point now, controlled by Schumann. Tried to get it to Taverner near the boards, and they lost it, and it came out of the zone. So we have a stoppage in play. Looks like we have an offsides, and we'll get everything turned around a little bit. Action is back here in Delaware. Again, here at the Fred Rust Ice Arena in Newark is getting ready for some more action for this period. A strong kill so far for Delaware. They've killed off about 1 minute and 10 seconds of this 2-minute penalty as they try for the rest of it. The other lines are out there. Dylan Green trying to fight it down along the corner. It's behind the net. Penn State with that goal from Ryan Chu leads 1-0. Delaware hoping for a quick answer back if they can get to it. But they'll have to kill off this penalty first. Controlled in the corner, fed down low. Here's Meyer, the leading scorer for Penn State, feathering it back to the point. Back to Meyer. Meyer gets a pass across, and it eluded the grasp of Henry Sallow. But they'll once again try to go after it again. Back to the point. Across. Penalty killed, tipped in front, and a nice clear play by Pat Flaherty. As we are even strength again. So a good kill from Delaware. They kill it off with emerging relatively unscathed from that penalty kill. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Now it's brought forward. Puck controlled. A nice little move there by Delaware forward. A shot goes off the skate of Johnny Tomaitis. Lipinski brought it in the zone. Shot from Lipinski, save. The rebound, not a strong shot from the point from Ethan Sharp, who just kind of missed that puck there. And it'll come out to center ice. Got it back in, and the puck goes off of a player from Penn State, and we will have a stoppage in play. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road, Claymont, open Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Delaware trying to get back in this game. They had offensive chances. The shot went high and wide from Christian Short. Again, Penn State with the early tally in this game, the first tally of this game. And that one's collected by Hooper as we have a stoppage in play. 3:18 remaining here in the first period. Penn State leads it 1-0. Delaware is trying to mount any offense. Again, that's been a trouble for them lately. They're hemmed in their defensive zone right now. Nauman begins play here and dishes it forward to Rodriguez. A long feed pass and a nice collection there by Patrick Swain. Swain gets a shot off, it's blocked. And again, Penn State is up to the task. Swain along the near boards, controls the puck. Gets it to Nauman. Nauman with a pass across was looking for Lawson but couldn't get to it. Lawson with a just desperation shot went behind the net. Nauman pinches and keeps it in for just a moment as Penn State tries to move it out. Evading the hit of Lawson there. Lundstrom couldn't get to it either. Move forward, a nice move by Penn State. Forward, a shot off of the toe of Hooper, and it was in the crease and taken out. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Penn State leads it by 1. They'll move it forward. Brought on the burst of speed from Luke Raimundo. Raimundo drops it back for Avellino but couldn't get to it. And here comes Delaware as they move it out of the zone. Graham Klein, a long pass and a long shot, gloved there and covered by Joey Hooper. 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. Ferry up to the task on that long shot from just a little bit beyond the blue line. One back. It's a shot from Klein that went high and wide off of a player in front. Still contained by Klein near the blue line. Nice little move, tried to keep it in, but nothing doing there. As Delaware has just had no real high danger chances in the offensive zone yet. They had a couple that were blocked as Dylan Green contains on the far boards. He gets it out of the zone. Brought forward. Jake Quinn brings it in the zone. Nice move, gets past the defender, but that's all. It's brought behind the net. Minute and 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. Pass in front, nice redirect there by Austin Vecchio, but kicked away by Ferry. This move's there, hauled down in the defensive zone for Delaware as Graham Klein takes it out. Jowett chasing it down, looks like we'll have an icing. And that will be a stoppage in play as we get a minute 9 remaining here in the first period. Penn State leading the time of possession battle. Delaware just trying to mount anything on offense here with a shade over a minute remaining. Jowett won the draw. Flaherty kicked it to the corner to Green. But it's back to the point. A shot was blocked off the stick of Vecchio. Penn State will collect. Schumann fed it into the zone. Matt Crane's there. Crane directs it on the far boards. Up top, no one there to contain it. Behind the net. Jowett kicks it out. Penn State once again has it. Henry Sallow low. Delaware trying to get out of the zone. They do, and here's a 2-on-1 chance for the Hens. Offsides is called as Wogish and Penn were heading into the zone, but it looks like Penn was offside. 27.3 remaining in the first. Delaware not happy with that call. Tomaitis on the draw. He lost it, and Penn State will try to clear. Pass off the boards. Evading the hit there. Brought out of the zone. Saunders Penn try to control it, and here's Wogish again. Wogish had it poke checked off of his stick. 8 seconds remaining. Behind the net, here's a shot saved there by Ferry. The rebound is in front, and it's fished into the corner, and that'll do it for the first period. So Delaware trails 1-0 after 1. The goal by Ryan Chu, and we head to the first intermission here at the Fred Rust Ice Arena.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
welcome back to the Fred Rust Ice Arena here in Newark, Delaware, as we're set for the second period of action between Delaware and Penn State. Penn State got the early tally in this game. Ryan Chu scored in the first period to give Penn State a 1-0 lead as we head to the second. Delaware trying to get back on the board. Take a look at that goal once again. A broken play that ended up in a goal, and that's usually how it happens. Delaware tried to get it out, came weirdly off the boards, caromed in front, and a tripping penalty that ended up still happening went in, and that's really just how it happened. There's a bit over 6 minutes remaining in the second. We're ready for the opening face-off. As second period is brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of Delaware Blue Hens hockey, and of tonight's live coverage of the Division II team on Delaware Hockey Night. We're underway here in the second period as the Hens try to mount an offensive attack in this game. They've had some good chances, and they'll send their best out there to do it. Their top lines tonight as Graham Klein tries to feed it out of the zone, but can't. He's flanked by a Penn State player, plays it off the boards, Nauman will chase it down. Talked to Nauman in between periods. Good friend of mine. He said he's going to try to, he's seeing what the other team is doing. He's going to try to play better. As right there, blocks the puck and it goes out. Said he's going to, he just always needs a period to get his legs under him, and he decided to expect some better action in the second period. So they'll change up lines. Dylan Green out there on defense. Jowett on the draw. He'll do battle with Ryan Long. Penn State had the upper hand in draws as they win it once again. Quick shot off the faceoff, stick to side by Hooper. Big save there. Jowett, Penn, and Wogish out there for Delaware. As Penn State controls in their own zone. Tavener, flanked there by Penn, a big hit, separated from the puck, but he got it back. Here's Wogish. Feeds through two players. Oh, a little sandwich from Penn State. But the puck comes back in. Pass in front. Stick to side there. Pops up in the air. Jowett tried to get it over to Wogish. He couldn't get it, and then he does. Out of the zone, Tavener turns around and brings it forward. Plays it in, and here's Wogish with one man to beat. A couple of guys coming back after him. Tries to make a move, and is turned aside. And a collision between both defensemen as Dylan Green is back to play him. Nice play there. Crushes the Penn State player. Broken stick. Or a stick loss from the Delaware player as Wogish has it. And skating off the ice after that collision was Gavin Long. That was a big hit by Dylan Green. As Delaware pinned along the near boards, trying to get it out. Flipped forward. Dylan Green controls. Green turns it around and plays it forward. Brought out of zone by Penn. Hit hard along the near boards is Sean Lipinski as his line starts to get out there. Lipinski has it again, an interception. Swain trying to chase it down but couldn't get to it. Lundstrom and Lawson going after it as Lundstrom comes out on the ice to complete the change. Lundstrom plays it down low. Lawson's behind the net. He steals it. Pass in front for Swain. He was there, but it was on his backhand, so he couldn't control it. And no shot taken for Delaware. That was their best chance of the period thus far. As Lundstrom is hit hard here by Alec Riggle. Swain controls, though. Gets it back to the point, and it's through the wickets of Jason Liu. And we'll go all the way back. Matt Crane has it now. Crane plays it off the boards, evades a check. Sticks forward, and here's a chance for Delaware. Shot by Oginski goes wide, and Lundstrom has it on the far boards. He's hit. Chasing it down now, here's Lawson. Lawson flips it back to the point. Crane had it and lost it. And it goes down. Penn State player trying to beat him. Couldn't get to it. Nice move and went offsides a little bit. Nearly entered the zone with a player still in there. Rifled off the board, skated out by McDonald. He flips it in and to be collected behind the net. Played to the wrong side as a Penn State player gets it and loses it. Oginski gets it out. Sticked back in. Here's Penn State with some numbers. Pass across. Good play by Matt Crane. And now Delaware moves it forward. They got a 2-on-1. Brought in the zone. Tomaitis tried to get a pass to Oginski but could not get to it. It's a high-action, a high-paced second period so far. has not yielded too many shots. Flipped out. Rodriguez pinched. Sharp is back. Sharp has the last name Paisley on his jersey right now, but that is, in fact, Ethan Sharp out there for Delaware. Puck is left off the boards for Penn State. Weaves through two players, and it's skated out by Nathaniel Schumann. Pass across, intercepted by Rodriguez. He's out there with Nauman. Nauman, it was in his feet. Connolly behind the net. Has it along the near boards. Try to get it back to the point, no one there to get it. And now it's skated out, it's moved forward by Quinn. Quinn in the zone, gets a shot, it's blocked. Played off the boards again as two Delaware players collide. That's Graham Klein colliding with Oginski. Penn State fumbling with the puck now, collected by Delaware. Here's a shot in front by Quinn, a pass for Vecchio, did not make it. Off the skate of a Penn State player and wide. Delaware has come out much stronger here in the second period than they did in the first. A lot more puck control, but Penn State has been up to the task. Nauman along the point. Tried to feed it in. It came across to Rodriguez. He shoots and it's blocked. Skated out here by Connolly. Intercepted. Nauman feeds it into the zone and it's down low. Hits the back wall and to be collected by Schumann. Comes up high for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a shot, goes wide. Rebound doesn't come quite in front. Pass across. Vecchio behind the net. Vecchio back to Nauman. Nauman with a long shot off the side of the post and goes back to Delaware. Pass to the point. Nauman with a ripper. He fanned on it. He gets another shot off. It's hit in front by Klein. Pass across there for Wogish. Nobody there. Nauman with a great defensive play as he sprawls to get near the streaking Meyer. So Rodriguez is crunched near on the near boards by Connolly. And again, it's been a high-octane second period as Rodriguez rips the stick out of the hands of Connolly, but Penn State moves it forward. Wade Ashford gets hit by Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been out there for quite a bit and will have a penalty coming up, as it's going to be a Delaware player heading to the box for a tripping. And I believe it's going to be Graham Klein heading to the box, it looks like. Delaware is headed to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Delaware trash can cleaning comes right to your driveway and kills over 99% of the harmful bacteria and germs that accumulate in your trash and recycling bins with high-pressure hot water jets, sanitizing and disinfecting your bins and keeping your home and family healthy. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware with a big face-off win, but it came to a Penn State player instead. Looking for a shot there and a nice little shimmy along the blue line by Tavener. Back to the point. Pass across, a good shot, and it comes off the post. And it looks like the net is off. And we will have a stoppage in play.
Delaware penalty assessed to number 27, Graham Klein. 2 minutes for tripping.
Klein heads to the box for tripping.
6 minutes, 11 seconds in the second period.
Delaware trying to kill off another penalty. They hit a big kill in the first period. No goal on that play as the net was off, clearly. So Delaware 5-on-4 for the time being. A good clear there from Delaware as that was Quinn on the clear. Intercepted by Tomaitis. He'll just play it all the way. It's a reverse icing, which sometimes works if there's nobody back. Pass across now from Penn State. Contained by Ryan Long. He tried to dish it in, but Dylan Green was up to the task. As Swain, Tomaitis, Green, and Flaherty out on the kill. On the point. Good little feed pass. Back up top. Schumann. Shot. Save there by Hooper. The rebound comes out in front. Nobody there for it. Delaware trying to fight for this as Tomaitis gets smashed along the near boards. Long. A pass across. A shot. Tipped high. And it'll go out of play. So a strong kill so far for Delaware. 1 for 1 and trying to bid for 2 for 2. Again, Delaware has just been stymied on offense for their last couple games. They sit at 0-9, and they've just had trouble scoring. Now, some of that can be attested to their pretty tough schedule they've had the first couple weeks of the season. But they had a couple of games where they blew up, and then since then, it's been 1 or 2 goals a game. Along the point, a high shot off the glove and wide. Hooper with a big save. Delaware hemmed in their defensive zone. Swain trying to fight for it in the corner. There's a scramble for it along the wall. Controlled here by Brendan Meyer. He's the leading scorer, and there's a reason why he's on the power play. It's dished behind the net. Comes back around to the point. Oliva plays it back in. Hit down low was Alec Connolly. Meyer bounces it off the boards back to the top. Passed across. Ashford with a shot. In front there was a Penn State player trying to clear Delaware. They could not. 4 seconds left on the power play. And Delaware has once again killed off a penalty. Still hemmed in their zone for the time being as the continuation of the power play chances. It bounces off the boards, and now it's going to be skated out here by Denver Lundstrom. Lundstrom, one man to beat. Looks for a horseshoe pass on the back, but could not. Rodriguez and Crane out there on defense as Lundstrom fishes it out and puts it back in the zone. Nice move there by Wogish. He's got an offensive zone chance. It's a shot save there by Ferry. The rebound not collected by him. Instead, it comes to Penn State. Chance there for Penn to get to it as he crushes his contemporary. The other side, Wade Ashford, has been out there for quite a bit. Pass in front. It's in the crease. Nobody there to get it. Lundstrom. Dish back to the point. Matt Crane rips it. Shot blocked. Again, Penn State getting in front of a lot of these shots. Matt Crane with a very high danger chance there and nothing doing. And offsides we will have. A ton of action here as we head to there's about 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. If you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. Face off in the neutral zone here. Quinn on the draw. Wins it back, try to get it across to Klein. Instead, it's taken away by Penn State. On the offensive now, Evan McDonald. A long dump in that's going to wrap around the boards and come for, and it'll be an offsides, and it'll go all the way down. Again, good play by Sean Lipinski, as they did not touch up on that. Quinn on the draw. He tried to win it back. Played it down low as Vecchio. Quinn chasing after it. He's accosted by John Tokarczyk as it's skated ahead for Penn State. Dylan Green tried to make a move there with the puck, and it was taken by Alec Riggle, but Delaware moves it out. Pass up ahead. And it looks like we will have a penalty as a big hit by Austin Vecchio caused John Tokarczyk to lose his helmet. So I'm not sure if they just blew it dead. Yeah, it looks like they just blew it dead because the player lost his helmet. So no penalty there. Just a stoppage in play for the safety of the player. Again, it's Quinn on the draw. He wins it back. Quick shot from Vecchio. Did not make it to the crease. Now Penn State has numbers as they move it forward. 3-on-2 if they hurry, but Delaware gets back in time. Klein with a nice play. They get up top, a good pass in front, a blind pass, but nobody was there, and Quinn intercepts. Vecchio to Klein. Klein moves it in the zone. He fires it on goal. It's off the pad, and to be played by Ferry. Dished forward now to Avellino. Avellino controls and dumps it in. He collides with Dylan Green and another one of his players, and Delaware has some numbers moving forward. A rifle of a pass from Vecchio to Tomaitis, drilled into the zone. Collected behind the net by Taverner. A long pass, home run pass here for Avellino. He's got a chance, a shot. Whizzes wide of the cage. Nauman plays it off the boards. Nice play there. Rodriguez had it stolen from him, though. Nauman throws the player into the boards there. Shot from the point, bounces off the boards. And now Delaware will begin their offensive attack. Rodriguez, long pass forward to Oginski off of his stick and down low. Penn State moving quickly. Nice move there on the blue line, and defensively strong was Nauman, and that was Ryan Chu, the goal scorer, who made a nice move. This period is flying by here, as we already are over halfway through it. 8:30 remaining here in the second period. It's back to the point now. Across for Good. He shoots it. It goes wide. The rebound, and it goes off the side of the net. And I think Ryan Long celebrated like that one was in. It fooled a couple of us. Don't worry, Ryan, as it moves down low. Shot fanned. Nauman and Rodriguez on defense have been out there forever. Point. Shot from Good. Missed the net. Back to Good again. He'll pass it across. Kicked out, and it's moved forward by Oginski. Tried to make a move past the player, but could not. Good moves it in. We're going to pass across. Nobody there to take it. Tried to bounce it off the boards, but could not. Nauman has been out there for a good 2 minutes now, as that's going to go all the way down for an icing, and we'll have a stoppage in play. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build lasting relationships with your clientele. Moving out forward now. Here comes Nauman, who is still out there on the puck. And he'll finally get a change. I'm not sure why. There's no change for the icing there. That's why he was out there for a little bit. Forgot my ACHA rules for a second there, despite playing it no less than 7 months ago. It's a shot there. Save, rebound, another stop by Hooper. Delaware moves it out. Long pass now. One-on-one chance developing. Penn with a shot save there. The rebound comes out in front, but not there to take it was any Delaware player. Penn State has numbers. The shot off the pipe. It certainly looked like it hit the back bar, but it was called no goal, as Penn State tries to plead for their case, but it's not going to happen.
This Penn State attack, Tyler, has just been relentless in the second period. And consequently, on the other side of the red line, Delaware still struggling to get those good quality chances. They've been hard-pressed to really get away from the perimeter inside the house to generate those A-quality chances. That still continues to be the trouble spot for the Hens.
They've had almost no high-danger chances in this entire game. There's a shot gloved. Glove save there by Hooper. Well, yeah, like I said, Delaware has certainly picked up the pace here in the second period, but they haven't gotten many chances. They've been bouncing the puck in front, and it's really just a matter of executing at this point.
Only 3 Delaware shots here in the second period to Penn State's 8, 18-10 so far. And in terms of zone time, it's been really all Ice Lions here in the second period, and they've used the long change to their advantage. As you mentioned, with Nauman out for close to 3 minutes there, whenever you account for that icing, and another icing here against Delaware, the fact that the Hens aren't able to get the fresh legs on as quickly as they'd like. I know Vince Falkowski wants 45, 60-second shifts tops. Penn State is just wearing Delaware down.
And that happened quite a bit. That was Chris Cunningham's goal when I did play under him at Robert Morris before he departed for greener pastures here at Penn State. Again, we just tried to wear the other team down with conditioning. We were just all conditioning. As there's a pass in front, and just nearly went in. Somehow Hooper kept it out. Back to the point. A long shot, high and wide, off of the stick of Evan McDonald. Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thumann's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seated rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike and Kennett Square, PA, or order your tray online at primoshoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Delaware, again, hemmed in their defensive zone as they have been all period, and there's an icing. So maybe a chance for them to turn the tide here. Again, it's only 1-0. But as we've mentioned, Penn State just eroding Delaware. And luckily they got just over 5 minutes remaining for a long break as Delaware wins the drawback. They have their top defensive pairing out there, Nauman and Rodriguez. Couldn't keep it in the zone despite a 1 faceoff. Nauman will dump it in and get it to the back wall. Klein there to retrieve it. Down low, big hit there from Vecchio. As it rattles loose, a couple of collisions is Klein with a big hit. And we're playing like Rock'em Sock'em robots down low. This is a couple of big hits, but nothing to show for it.
You're starting to sound like Phil Bork over there.
Yeah, you know, I'm doing my best over here, James.
No, appreciate you coming in for the call and saving the vocal cords for a night.
That's right, as it's gloved over there by Hooper, and yeah, happy to step in whenever is needed. No task is too tall for me, I will say that. So on the draw now is Tomaitis as his line gets back out there. We haven't seen a lot of Patrick Swain in this period. So the line switch up a little bit. Saw him on the penalty kill, but that's about it. Yeah, it's just a 1-goal game as there's an icing. So Delaware is certainly still within reach, but with how Penn State has played, that 1 goal feels almost insurmountable. There are certain moments in games where you feel like, oh no, we were down by 2 goals. That is just the dagger, but it's 1 goal. Nothing a quick broken play like we saw for Penn State happen. Outside of that, they haven't had too many high danger chances of their own, despite having more of the offensive zone time. Through the legs, and that's sort of been the story of the game for Delaware, just some little lapses that have caused them to not get the offensive pressure they've wanted. Not a lot of sustained zone time as here's Penn State the other way. Toe drag attempt, and a nice stop there, but a pass in front. Score! Fed in front, and Luke Raimundo buries it, and it's 2-0 Penn State. What a shot that was, and he was all alone. Take a look at this pass again. Big pass in front. Toe drag, fake there, pass across. Raimundo buries it. Justin Strobel with the big primary apple on that play. And like I was just mentioning, this 2-goal lead seems all the more bigger to overcome for Delaware as they fall down by a pair. Again, that's going to be Raimundo from Strobel as Penn State doubles, or Delaware's deficit doubles back to the point as Delaware really just hasn't had the offense, and now here's a 2-on-1. Moving forward, it's Chu again. He shoots and scores, and right away Penn State gets another as Ryan Chu picks up his 2nd of the game, and it's all Penn State now as they lead it by 3. 2 quick tallies for Penn State, and now that lead seems insurmountable. Just a tough play there as it bounced off the boards. 2-on-1, easy goal. Chu at it again. Delaware's going to head into the break down 3, it looks like, if they don't mount any offensive attack here. They lose the draw. That's been another thing. They haven't really been strong in the faceoff circle. I can attest that was probably one of the things that I was mainly skilled at when I played was faceoffs. Always looked at the other guy's tendencies, always looked how they were winning. Delaware's just not been strong on that today. Fed out of the zone, moved forward. Swain's back out on the ice, is collided with. It's brought in by Penn State. It's another shot, score! And Penn State has scored 3 in a row. That's Ryan Long. And Penn State has just silenced Delaware in these last couple of minutes. Ryan Long gets on the board. Penn State makes it a 4-0 game, and this is getting close to being a situation where it's going to get out of hand if they don't do something quickly.
Assisted by number 11, Ryan Long, and number 10, Delaware. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 26 seconds.
So Penn State has just been eroding Delaware. Like I said, a long shot that went wide. Both Long brothers picking up assists on the Delaware or on the Penn State goal.
Penn State goal is third of the season, scored by number 11.
This is fought here along the sidelines, and here comes Delaware the other way. Jake Quinn, long shot stopped there.
17 minutes, 1 second.
As Graham Klein gets hauled down in front.
Long's third of the season from two.
Just a tough couple of minutes for Delaware. It was 1-0 and things were looking all right heading into the break. But now it's a 4-0 lead. And things are spiraling quickly here for Delaware. As a shot off the draw goes wide. Delaware hasn't had too many chances in this game. They're trying to desperately have some. But again, it's just been a tough play. A tough couple of minutes of play. And that happens sometimes. Teams go on these runs. And really nothing you can do about it except watch. Cleared all the way down, no icing. A little over 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Penn State leads at 4-0. As Rodriguez controls it. Some damage control here as it moves to center ice. And now it's moved forward again. Connolly navigates around a couple of defenders, and now here comes Delaware the other way. Moved into the zone. Vecchio. Long shot save. The rebound in front. Bounces away. A pass across, and nobody is there. And when it rains, it pours for Delaware in this game. Onside now is Penn State. Does a little dangle move and couldn't get to it. Sharp tried to get it out, could not. Controlled along the near boards. Alec Riggle behind the net. Tried to dish it out for Oginski, but he stole it. And Nauman slows it down. Minute 5 remaining here in the first. Long pass forward for Ethan Sharp. Sharp with a pass across, and there's going to be a power play for Delaware as Johnny Tomaitis was accosted down low and on top of him. So Delaware at least having a silver lining going into the second or third period beyond the power play. And it's going to be the Primo Power Play, as you too can score on the Primo Power Play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies at 1278 Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, to experience Primo's old-fashioned style Italian specialty sandwiches. It's not just a hoagie, it's Primo. And headed to the box for interference is number 5, Zach Good, and Delaware trying to just do anything on offense right now, as they've been stymied quite a bit in today's game. So Ryan Good heads to the box to interference as Green holds the line. Fed down low to Quinn. Drilled towards the corner. Wogish has it with Quinn and Vecchio out there. Behind the net, that's Jowett. Passes it back to the point. Pass across to Green, the long shot, nothing there. Delaware just needs one spark really in this game to get them, because they've been stonewalled almost all game as that comes out of the zone, and that's really how it's been for Delaware. This Wogish skated it out along the blue line and lost it, and it came out of the zone. Fed in by Quinn. Behind the net collected by Schumann. Long pass off of the back of Ryan Long, and that'll do it for the second period. So a late surge from Penn State puts them up by 4 as they lead at 4-0 heading into the break.
The score 3. Second period.
Welcome back for the third period of action here at the Fred Russ Ice Arena. Tyler Gallo here with you on DE Hockey Night. It was a tough ending portion of the second period for Delaware. 3 goals in almost in succession for the Ice Lions as Chris Cunningham's team takes a big lead. Delaware has lacked scoring over the last couple games, and I spoke to a couple of their players in between intermissions, and they said they really just need to get that one. And, you know, their team, they've lost a lot of scoring, to be fair, is what they said. A lot of their team just puts their head down and goes after it. Delaware trying to mount some offense, if any, in this period. We'll see what they have in store as Penn State looks to bring it home. Up 4-0, but they'll be on the power play to start it off. Swain, Klein, and Crane. Nauman and Rodriguez out there on the power play for Delaware. Opening face-off for the third. We are underway, and we're back here for some hockey. So Delaware on the power play. Nothing going so far in this game. They've only had 12 shots to speak of in this game, as they have not been, as they've said. We talked to defenseman Adrian Rodriguez, and he just said they haven't been strong on their sticks in this game, and that's been pretty evident. Here's Graham Klein with a burst of speed, moves through. Guy's got some hands as he passes it across the side to Crane. Crane back to Klein. Crane, Swain, and Klein out there. So Keith McGregor takes over as Rodriguez controls on the blue line. Crane, long pass across for Nauman. Nauman rips it, it's blocked as Rodriguez couldn't keep it in the zone. 9 ticks remaining on the power play for Delaware. They'll try to mount something. May as well just wait for some refreshments. As Crane plays it in. Tomaitis is there. Plays it down low. Hit up into the bench and taken away by Penn State. Taken out of the zone there by Schumann. He's still got it. Schumann, long shot, high and off of the netting. Directly following this game, Delaware Division III will be in action as they take on Kutztown. James will be back on the call for that game. On the draw, here's Tomaitis. One back behind and skated across. Dylan Green. The sleek skater gets it out of the zone and Tomaitis controls. Fired into the zone and off the stick there of Good. Good passes it forward and flipped into the zone as Green will collect. Dylan Green ambles it up the side. Lost it. Shot quickly off the board. Saved by McGregor. The rebound was not handled. And now Tomaitis will try to navigate around Taverner, but he couldn't. So again, Delaware has just been silenced on the offensive portion of this game as Wogish moves it ahead. Wogish, excuse me. Taken out by Jowett. Jowett, long pass forward. Dumped in the zone and flipped. As there's a tip, and it's off the glove of the goaltender, Ferry, who stood tall in those 12 shots. Backhand pass in front from Wogish, not handled by Jowett. It's going to be taken away. Kicked off the boards and all the way down. To be retrieved by Gavin Long of Penn State, but nope, taken away there by Lipinski. In the zone, chased down by Penn State. Crane and Nauman out there on defense once more. The All-Silesianum pairing. They played together when I was in high school with them. And they're back out there once again. Penn State once again stands tall in their offensive zone. They'll take it out as Egan flipped it forward. Quinn tried to put it in but could not. The puck came off the skate of Graham Klein and went forward. As again, Penn State has really dominated puck possession in this game from start to finish, or start to present. As the pass went straight for a Delaware player but missed it. Nauman delivers it in. Rodriguez, pass across for Nauman. He tries to stop it but could not. Pass across is sticked off and wide as Egan controls it. Behind the net, pass in front. No one there as Klein flips it up and through the rafters. That's hard to do. I speak from experience as it moves forward for Penn State. Skated ahead by Schumann. Intercepted there by Lawson. Lawson moving in. Makes a nice move past the defenseman. Held up along the boards. Down low, and that's going to go all the way down and be icing. So an offensive zone draw for Delaware with a little under 16 minutes remaining here in the third period. It's back off the boards. Held up along the near side. Couldn't be collected by Delaware. Penn State takes it instead. Lawson was there, tried to get it, but could not. Passed out and into the corner by Lundstrom. Moved out. Off the boards. Played out of the zone. Dylan Green fires it back in. Green controls again. Long pass across. Flaherty got it forward to his other player, but they couldn't get it. Behind the net. And again, Delaware having trouble getting anything on offense going. Moved into the zone by Penn State. Trying a toe drag there was Ashford. He couldn't get to it. Puck rattles around in the corner. Skated out there by Liu. Liu has it now. Nice move. Pass across. Shot blocked. Comes back to the point. Sharp lost it. Up top. Oginski shot save. The rebound, and there's going to be a penalty on Delaware. It looks like it's going to be goaltender interference as jumping in front on the penalty was Tomaitis, and he's going to go to the box for goaltender interference. Delaware heads to the trash can cleaning penalty kill. Delaware trash can cleaning comes right to your driveway and kills over 99% of the harmful bacteria and germs that accumulate in your trash and recycling bins with high-pressure water jets, sanitizing and disinfecting your bins and keeping your home and family healthy. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Back to the kill. Delaware has been 2 for 2. At least that's a silver lining for them in this game. They're down 4. Shot saved by McGregor. Comes back out to the point. Another shot blocked wide. So Hooper relieved in net by McGregor. Big hit by Nauman. He clears it out, but it comes back to a Penn State player. That was Salo. Salo to the point. Down low, controlled by Penn State. Tristan Oliva's shot goes wide. Back to the point and off the stick and out of Wade Ashford. So Penn State has been 0 for 2. And here's a chance for Delaware. The shot taken away. No chance there to get anything. Delaware has just been ebbs and flows in this game and hasn't really had any sustained offensive pressure. They've had a couple of power plays, or they've had one power play, but that's it. Long pass forward. Nice quick move there from Long. Ryan Long has it. Back to the point. Taverner. Hounded and tripped up, but no call there as it's cleared. Burst of speed moving forward is Schumann. He's got a couple of guys with him. Schumann curls back, plays it off the wall. Along the point, Taverner Shot saved by McGregor as he gobbles it. And he'll have a stoppage in play. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Visit Sid's Barbecue and Jerky at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road, Claymont, open Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Delaware is going to kill off another penalty as they are 3 for 3 today. That's been stout. Everything else, on the other hand, has not been. Dylan Green with a rifle around the boards. Klein tries to chip it out, could not. He controls in a long pass ahead intended for Vecchio, did not get to him. Behind the net. Taken out by Penn State. A long no-look pass ahead, and here they come again. Pass across. There's a chance. Just wide. Good little offensive zone time for Gavin Long. McGregor really had nothing. He could have gotten that by McGregor, but just missed the net. Dylan Green flips it out. Vecchio looking to mount something. It's going to be an offsides with 11:32 remaining, and the frustration boiling over for Delaware right now as they've just not been able to do anything in this game. Swain, Lundstrom, and Lawson back out there with Crane and Lipinski along the blue line for Delaware. Penn State leading this one by a ton, 4-0. Here's a chance for Delaware. The long backhander goes wide for Lawson. Tried to pass back across to him, stolen. Lawson shot flipped up high off of a stick. Swain plays it down back low. Lundstrom with a shimmy. Crane shot tipped high. Swain tried to do something. Lawson controlled it, and it bounced wide. And Delaware, their longest sustained pressure in the zone of the period, but nothing comes out of it once again. Got to give credit to how Penn State's played. They've really just went for the jugular in this game, especially after scoring their second goal of the second period. Added another one quickly, and then a third. Long pass forward intended for Lawson. Goes beyond the reach of him and for icing, and will go all the way down. Again, directly after this one is Delaware Division III as they take on Kutztown. DE Hockey Night will be back on the air for that one. James back on the call for tonight's doubleheader. Hoping for better fortunes in the second game, as D2 is on verge of falling to 0-10 on the season. Pass in front. Directed back to the point. Schumann. Down across to Raimundo, who scored in the second period. That puck comes out of the zone, but no one there to retrieve it for Delaware. And Penn State will come back. Raimundo plays it back in. Directed behind by Lipinski. Trying to dig it out there was Penn, could not. Saunders Penn played it back for Lipinski into a sea of navy and white. That's down beyond the net. Some fighting along the blue line. It's a long pass ahead, and it's beyond the reach there of the Delaware player. Pass in front. There's a shot. Score! Delaware's on the board as they get their first of the game. A little chip shot of a goal in front. That's going to be Will Jowett, and he is on the board. It's 4-1. A broken play once again, and sometimes that's how they happen. The pass that flipped up in front, and Jowett just ripped it. And again, a little 2-iron that went just right into the net, beyond the reach of Josh Ferry. So 4-1's your score. Delaware not shut out tonight. They're outscoring Penn State in the third period 1-0. Jowett, the goal scorer, had it and lost it. And now it's taken back the other way by Meyer. Meyer in there, trying to answer quickly, could not. Some big jostling along the near boards from Wogish. There's a shot or an attemption. The shot, glove save there by McGregor. He flipped out back to the point. Control, then a shot goes wide. Behind the net, back in front, to the point, across, Fan on the shot. Another shot, saved by McGregor. Big shot from Henry Sallow, and McGregor stands tall. So it's going to be Jowett from Wogish and Lipinski on the Delaware tally. 4-1 is your score. Jowett with some happiness to go home with tonight after the goal. Penn State still controls, though, 4-1. Long pass across, some good cycling action here from Penn State. Curled back around, chipped out of the zone, looking for Klein. Gives it back now to Flaherty. Flaherty will skate forward. He's got Klein with him. Graham Klein with a nice move down low to Flaherty. Flaherty still controls. Got a broken play for Delaware. Ends up with a goal. Pass in front. Oh, it was a streaking Jake Quinn. But the Penn State defenseman stood tall. It's a shot off the near board that went wide. 8:07 remaining here in the third period in regulation. Flaherty skates it out. Flips it up high. Did not hit off the rafters. Chased down by Klein. Pass forward and nothing doing again for Delaware. Again, it's just been Penn State wearing down the Delaware offensive and defensive in this game. That's led to their 4-1 lead as they control once again. Shot comes right out. Shot goes wide and out of play. Right there with a wide open net was Ryan Long, and he just whiffed. On the draw, won by Tomaitis. He'll kick it out. It's gloved there by Ferry, and it'll be offensive zone draw for Delaware. Trying to get to it was Oginski. He did. Puck hits up in the air. Back to Crane along the point. Behind the net, Tomaitis. Trying to get a pass in front. It's gloved by Ferry, and he'll hold on again. 7:13 left here in the third period. Delaware tries to get back in this game. A quick goal right here could make it a 2-goal deficit, and then the pressure's on Penn State to keep them off the board. Again, a team that has not scored more than 2 goals in a game since the early portion of the season. And they have held true today. They've played some tough teams, no doubt, but they've also lost a lot of scoring, and some injuries have really not helped their cause this season. Comes out for Sharp. Plays it forwards, weaves around a check, but it was beyond the reach of Oginski. This clock is ticking here for Delaware. Comes out, pass to Oginski, not handled. Sharp with a big hit along the blue line. Nauman plays it back in. Down low. Hauled down was Tomaitis, no call there. Nauman still controls it. Nauman with a pass in front, the shot off the pad there of Ferry as Nauman lays another big check. Another redirection. It could have been important there if Nauman had buried that. But instead it still remains 4-1. Nauman high sticked it, and we'll have a stoppage in play. So we head to crunch time here in this game. 6:06 remaining in the third. Penn State up 4-1. They've been dominant tonight from the opening faceoff. This puck comes all the way down. on the high stick by Nauman. Rodriguez clears it out. There'll be another high stick. Touched up by Penn State, so that's negated. Nauman and Avellino were held up. Now there's a shot. Big save by McGregor. The rebound is stopped there. Oh, what a stop by McGregor. As he comes in, loses the stick, and an absolutely aggressive dive and desperation save from McGregor. And we got to look at that one again. Look at this. He waited patiently in front for the toe drag as he was wide open. The shot came out, the toe drag, and the beautiful diving desperation save with no stick. What a stop from Keith McGregor on that one. Big save, something to write home about there if you're McGregor, getting into the game in relief of Hooper. Here's a chance for Delaware. The quick shot from Jouett is stopped. The rebound by Rodriguez is redirected. Now maybe some momentum building for the Hens, but it comes out of the zone and kills that chance. 5:20 left. Nauman flips it forward, right back to Penn State. Delivered in. Chris Cunningham's team is likely to depart Newark with a 5-0 record. As Delaware still in search of their first win of the campaign. 0-10 would be their record if they fall today. Quinn plays it around the boards for Rodriguez. Long clear is going to be off the stick of the goaltender Ferry. Long pass down the court, or the ice, for Brandon Meyer, but he wasn't able to handle it, and it's out of the zone once again. Dylan Green, hounding of Penn State players. It's turned back around for Tavener.
The court, Tyler.
My last game I called was basketball. Give me a break.
Oh, you're fine.
As it moves out and moves forward for Delaware, who's just had a better offensive presence in this period, just not able to bury it.
You know I had to chirp you about that.
Oh, yeah. I deserved it. It's well deserved. As it moves behind the net now. Skated out by Graham Klein. Attended St. Mark's. It's gloved down by Ferry, and in the midst of a change, Delaware is caught a bit flat-footed in the defensive zone. Maybe a holding the stick penalty there. It's hauled down behind the net, and it'll be a penalty. Not taking too kindly to that, where Delaware is heading to the box is Brendan Meyer, who's going to go for something. Looks like it's going to be probably hooking or holding or tripping, one of those three. And then firing the puck into a Delaware player, much to the chagrin of the Delaware players. So Delaware heading to the power play with 2 minutes left. They will be on the Primo power play. You too can score on the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies at 1278 Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania to experience Primo's old-fashioned style Italian specialty sandwich. It's not just a hoagie, it's Primo. Green's pass feathered across but wide. A shot from Jouett. 2 minutes for hooking for Meyer. Green along the point. Passed back to Jouett. He'll shoot. That one's blocked, and it'll be cleared by Penn State as Green couldn't handle it at center ice and will have to go all the way back, killing some more precious time. Penn State, or Delaware's second power play of the game. They are 0 for 1. Just that one goal to show for their efforts today. It's a big interference call, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for Delaware. As straight to the box for interference is going to be Nathaniel Schumann. That was a blatant interference call, and Delaware with a long 5-on-3 coming right up. Graham Klein, Michael Nauman, Patrick Swain, Matt Crane, and Adrian Rodriguez out there on the power play. And they have plenty of time to just play with it right now. As long as they win the draw, they do. One back to Nauman. Nauman to Rodriguez. Rodriguez lost it. Giving it to Crane. Right back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez across to Nauman. Nauman across to Crane. Crane controls along the near board. Back to Rodriguez. Here's a shot, redirected wide. Nauman will have to pinch and get that one back. Klein down low. Holds it. Back to Nauman. Nauman's got Rodriguez along the point. We'll look for a lane. Here's Crane to shoot. Shoot, save there. The rebound in front, rattling around, but no one there to collect it. Back to Rodriguez along the point. He shoots. The redirection save there by Ferry. As Nauman plays it back in right to a Penn State player. Taverner tries to clear, held in by Rodriguez. Nice play. Matt Crane in front for Klein. Couldn't get the shot off. The rebound across to Nauman. He shoots and it's blocked. And what a sequence for Delaware, but they do not come out with a goal. Still got 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3. As Crane controls it. And we'll leave it for Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got it back along the side. Moved in here. Offsides, Jouett crossed the line, and with 1:47 remaining and 3-on-1 penalty to Meyer, Delaware coming up empty. Penn State going to emerge victors in this game as they lead it 4-1 with 1:44 remaining. Delaware had a couple of high-danger chances there on that power play, but nothing to show for it. As time starts to tick down and they'll kill off the one penalty, Myers out of the box, and they'll remove back in the other way. 5-on-4 still as Delaware has that edge at least. Vecchio lost it, but it went directly to Wogish, who will play it in. That one's iced down there by Penn State. McGregor out to play it, feeds it across to to Vecchio, and then he lost it. Penn State player took it away. Green, and now digs it across. Nauman back across to Green. Dylan Green can skate with it. He's got some space. Even strength now for both teams. As Quinn left it for Dylan Green. Green back to Nauman along the point. His shot was blocked. He'll take it back in. Nauman shot off the side of the net. Try to be tipped back in front, and with 44 remaining, they'll still control. Down low. Quinn was there but couldn't get to it. Fed out to Nauman. Nauman plays it back down low for Quinn. He wasn't there to get it. Tomaitis behind the net. 30 remaining on the clock. Some offensive zone time here for Delaware's. Rodriguez shot was blocked. He'll keep it in, though, with 20 remaining. Time ticking down here as Delaware's going to fall in this game with another quick chance for Quinn. Back to the point. Rodriguez rips it, save, and we'll have a late penalty called against Tomaitis, who then proceeds to hit the player in front. We'll turn it over to James for the 3 stars of the game after this one's over, of course, and then he'll have the following broadcast of Delaware Division III. But it's been a pleasure calling tonight's game for you. Tomaitis and Quinn are going to go to the box. It's like Tomaitis probably going to get unsportsmanlike or roughing, and Quinn is going to get a penalty for something. Slashing and tripping, respectively, and with 13 seconds left, dueling 5-on-3s here. 13 remaining. Swain just trying to win this draw and ice this game. So there's the clear. It'll get by, and with 8 seconds remaining, that should do it for tonight's game. They'll control it as Penn State comes out victorious in this game by a score of 4-1. A 3-goal second period leads them to the victory tonight, and they will go 5-0-0 as Delaware falls to 0-10. Delaware gets that 1 goal from Jouett, but that's about it. A couple of goals from Ryan Shu as Delaware falls again. And make sure you stick around for tonight's 3 stars of the game from James Witherite. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Tyler Gallo here on DE Hockey Night.
Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's 3rd star, with 19 saves in victory for Penn State, goaltender number 31, Josh Ferry. Today's 2nd star, with a goal and an assist, number 11, Ryan Long. And tonight's number 1 star, leading the way for the Ice Lions with 2 goals and an assist, number 29, Ryan Chu. On behalf of the staff and management of the University of Delaware Ice Arenas and for your University of Delaware Blue Hens, this is public address announcer James Witherite thanking you for joining us on this Friday evening and wishing you a safe trip home. And that will do it as well on Delaware Hockey Night on this Friday evening for the first half of our doubleheader. For Josie Billett working hard behind the scenes. For Tyler Gallo, this is James Witherite bidding you adieu for now. Once again, the final score. Penn State Ice Lions 4, Delaware Blue Hens 1. Coming up next at 8:50 p.m., the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division III team will square off against Kutztown. It'll be live in its entirety, as it turns out, here on Delaware Hockey Night. We'll see you at 8:50 for the second half of our doubleheader. For Tyler, for Josie, James Witherite, thanking you again. We'll see you again in a half an hour.